After 10 years in Special Forces, Ben Ferris decided it was time for a raise. So he went where the money is, corporate espionage. The only thing bigger than his ego was his talent. And before long, he landed a contract on the world's most powerful company. That's when Ben finally met his better. Arya destroyed Ben's frail body, but even she could see that his skills were valuable. Ben was submitted to an experimental program called Project Cinder. Using alien DNA, Ben's genetic code was altered permanently, turning him into a being of pure, uncontrollable plasma energy. Arya constructed a suit that allows Ben to control his power and unleash it at will. Ultratech has improved on perfection, making Ben better in every way, and working for Arya allows him to show off his skills to the whole world.
Welcome to the beginner guide for Cinder. This guide will give you a rundown of the character moveset and playstyle. Cinder is a character that has multiple playstyles as he aims to be adaptable in his approach. He can be a zoner and rushdown character, kind of like a hit and run. He can zone with his unique projectiles, Inferno, and Pyro Bombs. He's also able to rush down thanks to his Pyro Bombs and his special mobility move, Trailblazer. Now, he normally lacks damage, but with his ability to burn out limbs, gives him the ability to unlock big damage. With all of his potential and mobility, he is also one of the more flashier characters with the ability to do lots of juggle-related combos. This character is for you if you enjoy advanced juggle combos, changing your playstyle on the fly, and having an invincible uppercut that combos. Now, let's begin with his normals. We'll start with the far range ones first. So he has Standing Light Punch, Standing Medium Punch, Standing Heavy Punch, Standing Light Kick, Standing Medium Kick, and Standing Heavy Kick. He also has Crouching Light Punch, Crouching Medium Punch, Crouching Heavy Punch, Crouching Light Kick, Crouching Medium Kick, and Crouching Heavy Kick. It's important to notice the lack of range on these moves, with the exception being his Medium Kick and Heavy Kick. Those two are the go-to moves in the mid-range. Up close, he has different versions of his medium and heavy normals. You have Close Standing Medium Punch, Close Standing Heavy Punch, Close Standing Medium Kick, and Close Standing Heavy Kick. These are good to know so you don't get the wrong version of a move for being too close to the opponent. His most important normal is his third degree combination. This allows Cinder to do 3 punches in quick succession. You have the light punch version, which is short range. You have the medium punch version that reaches a bit farther and advances you forward. You also have the heavy punch version that reaches a little bit farther than the medium on the first hit, but if you land this one, it launches them for a combo. Now we can't forget his jump attacks. He has Jump Light Punch, Jump Medium Punch, Jump Heavy Punch, Jump Light Kick, Jump Medium Kick, and Jump Heavy Kick. The most important ones to know are his kicks, his jump kicks. The Jump Light Kick stays out for a while. His Jump Medium Kick crosses up. And his Jump Heavy Kick crosses up too. It also hits twice. Cinder also has a target normal in the air. It's his down heavy kick while in the air. This allows him to recapture opponents that are in the air and continue combos. His throw is pretty strong as it leaves the opponent right in front of you. This is the same with his back throw. This gives you options to do whatever you want on their wake up. If you have a bomb on them and you land a grab, you get a free combo too. Before we get into his special moves, we need to talk about his unique passive trait, Fired Up. It takes 8 seconds for Cinder to become fired up, enhancing any of his special moves one time. After it is used, the 8-second timer starts. The only indication of Cinder being fired up is his flames becoming brighter. See? He got a little brighter. Honestly, this can be a little tough to notice at times, especially in the heat of the moment. A quick mention on his instinct. This keeps him fired up for the entire duration. Now, this instinct isn't as crazy as some other characters, but it still has a good amount of utility. With that out of the way, let's jump into his special moves. Pyro Bomb, a unique fireball that does not detonate on impact. It sticks to the ground or onto the opponent, and Cinder chooses when to detonate it. Up to 3 can be on the screen at one time. If you try to throw another one, you detonate all 3 instead. This allows Cinder to zone, and put the fear of detonation onto the opponent. If they get hit by the bomb, they are of course knocked up into the air, and they can be comboed. The fired up version gives them a bigger bomb that does more damage and knocks them up higher. The shadow version gives you an even bigger bomb, knocks them up even higher, of course with more damage. Fire Flash, a somersault kick like Guile's from Street Fighter. The light version is invincible, while the medium and heavy version lack this invincibility, but they reach a bit farther. Unlike Guile from Street Fighter, this uppercut does not require charge motion. All you have to do is press down and up and kick and you get the input. Now, the fired up version gives him a second hit. It gives him this large flame pillar that allows him to combo afterwards. This is extremely strong as you are given an invincible attack that lets you combo afterwards. Not many characters are lucky enough to get a move like this, and a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. I love it so much. Also, the shadow version of Flash Kick is invincible and a multi-hit. Trailblazer. Cinder turns into a ball of fire and travels a set distance. You can go upward with light, you can go straight with medium, and you can go downward with heavy. An additional mechanic to this is Afterburner. Cinder can perform another Trailblazer in 8 of the cardinal directions. If you're fired up, you get 2 Afterburners. This is where his extreme mobility comes in, allowing him to escape tricky situations or even set up some too. The shadow version moves him forward and is projectile invincible. Vision. A clap that creates a small projectile in front of Cinder. This is his go-to combo starter as it's one of his best openers. Now, the light version is a fake out. This is good for baiting the opponent and catching them off guard. The medium version is your regular clap. That was the fired up version. The fired up version creates a larger projectile. This is the non-fired up one. As you can tell, the projectile is a little bit smaller. The fired up version leaves you at an advantage on block. The heavy one is a lot slower, but it always leaves you at an advantage on block, except it's so slow that people tend to hit you out of it. Now, the shadow version creates an even larger projectile and it's multi-hitting. This move is extremely good for when the opponent is blocking, as it does a lot of chip damage, so this is great for closing out rounds. Take a look at the opponent's health bar on the top right. Inferno, a flamethrower that can extend in 3 different angles. Upward with light, straight with medium, downward with heavy. The heavy version you have to crouch block. On block, this adds potential damage to their life bar. Now, you might have noticed The fired up version reaches significantly farther than the non-fired up version. Along with this, the shadow version covers the area in front of them, and on block, it gives some potential damage. With the special moves out of the way, let's talk about their Ender counterparts. Each special move used to end a combo provides different utility. The Pyro Bomb Ender gives Cinder meter. This is typically called a Battery Ender, and it is one of the best ones in the game. This gives Cinder a lot more meter compared to other characters. The Trailblazer Ender will cause a wall splat. This is great for extending combos. You can grab them afterwards. You can do resets. The Fire Flash Ender is Cinder's go-to Ender for maximum damage. Sadly, the damage is underwhelming unless you have Burnout. Speaking of Burnout, the Fission and Inferno Enders will provide this unique mechanic, Burnout. Burnout lights the opponent ablaze and gives potential damage over time. The Fission Ender burns arms. The Infernal Ender burns legs. The flames are on a set timer and will fizzle out. However, a person can reset the timer by pressing a button that corresponds to the limbs burned. Arms are your punches, legs are your kicks. For example, I'm going to have Cinder burn my arms. Now if I do anything with punches, I fan the flames. This resets the timer and keeps the flames on me. As you can tell, Cinder gets very big damage for landing that. That's why it is extremely dangerous to fan the flames. This is where Cinder's big potential comes from. However, the only issue is Cinder has to get 2 combos in order to land this damage. You have to open them up, burn them, then you have to get another combo, open them up, and then cash out. It can be pretty tough to open up someone twice before the flames fizzle out and they're able to regain their life back. Cinder's game plan revolves heavily around bombs, burnout, and third degree combination. The bombs limit the opponent's options out of fear and allows Cinder to choose between staying far away and detonate the bombs, or, stick a couple bombs on them and get in their face. He can mix up his third degree options up close. He can mix it up with third degree bomb detonation, third degree fake out into throws. You can even just end a third degree into throws. His options become very oppressive once you are in their face. And if Cinder is able to burn out a limb, then he's able to cash out on a lot of damage if he's able to open up the opponent again. That is the end of the beginner's guide for Cinder. With the amount of tools talked about in this guide, you are able to express yourself as a player with how you approach using Cinder. He definitely allows creativity to shine through his diverse amount of combo routes. He is very stylish with them, and his situational and diverse toolkit allows you to cover a lot of situations, as long as you are able to pick and choose what tools to use in said situations. I will have links in the description for the KI Discord community and in Filament's guide if you want to learn more about this game. Thank you for watching.